The following organizations have provided funding for this Into the Outdoors television series.
Oh man, Zach, this is gonna be exciting! I can't believe we're going to the
Wait, hold on a minute, you two.
What? Did we forget something?
You didn't forget it. You neglected to use it. Time to put on your life jacket.
You're kidding, right? We're not even on the dock yet, let alone out on the water. Give us a break.
Hey, I'm not kidding. And I am giving you a break by sharing with you what I learned in boater education.
But we're both great swimmers. I mean, we look out at the
Do
pool
you
3
have
times
this
a
much
week.
trouble getting your family to be safe and smart on the water? It's not easy wrangling parents. But the good news is, today I'm going to be sharing with you some tricks that you can use to get your whole family shipshape about boating safety, while still having a fun adventure as we head into the outdoors.
Grab your gear and let's explore as we discover the wild outdoors. Science, discovery, it's what we do. You can make our Earth a bright and better place by joining us in this wide open space. Into the outdoors.
All right, let's do this. Come on, Zach, let's go catch us a big one, huh?
Hold on. We need a safety check. Are your life jackets secured?
Yep, check.
Okay, we're happy. Well, actually surprised that you took boater education, but really, I mean, don't you think you're going a bit overboard with all this stuff?
Oh yeah, come on. You know I'm a great swimmer, so don't you think it's overkill to have me put this thing on even before I walk down the dock?
Overkill? Gee, Dad, do you think anyone has ever tripped or slipped on the dock and hit their head? Oh no, I'm falling! Help me! Or fallen while getting into a boat carrying all their gear? If they were in the water and we're alone, it could be overkill.
All right, you made your point, but are you going to be the boater safety patrol all day? I thought we planned on having fun.
Yeah.
Look, we are going to have fun. And I think you'll see you can enjoy a day even more on the water, knowing you're prepared to have a safe outing and you'll bring your family back safe and sound.
You can't argue with that logic. And besides, I think this self-inflating life jacket makes me look pretty stylish.
For sure. They combine modern technology with good old-fashioned common sense.
Seems like Zach's mom is getting it. Now let's see if they can figure out all the safety gear on their boat.
Safety gear check. Boat ready? Oh wait, that's right here. 6 persons with a gross load of 846 pounds.
The boat's capacity plate is important because it tells you the maximum weight capacity, maximum persons capacity, and maximum horsepower rating that can be safely carried on the boat. Too much weight or too many persons can create the risk of capsizing.
Radio?
I got the radio right here, and I also have my cell phone.
Taking a cell phone and emergency radio out on the water will allow you to call others for help if you need it.
Oars?
Right here.
If you experience any engine troubles, having oars on board will allow you to manually row back to shore.
Baler?
Got the baler right here.
If something happens where your boat is taking on water, the baler pump or a bucket will help you manually get the water out. Then it's smart to get back to shore and figure out why it's leaking.
GPS? I got 2 right here, 2 up front, and 1 right here on my cell phone.
If you get turned around or lose sight of the shore in the dark or fog, the GPS can guide you back to safe port.
Navigation lights.
By having your navigation lights on, other boats are more easily able to see you, which helps prevent collisions from happening.
EPIRB or PLB?
EPIRB. Check.
An EPIRB sends out a strong radio signal to a satellite, which then sends that signal to a nearby Coast Guard facility. In certain scenarios, this little device could end up saving your life.
Throwable device.
Oh, throwable device, check.
If someone were to fall overboard, make sure you have a throwable device nearby that will float. Using this instead of jumping in is much safer for you and for the victim who's in the water.
Safety kit?
Safety kit, check.
Be sure to pack and have a safety kit on board. That includes distress signaling, such as a flare gun, plus pack a first aid kit, flashlights, and navigation charts or maps.
And the engine cutoff switch, which is not only attached, it's secure.
The engine cutoff switch works by securely attaching a lanyard between the operator and the switch. If the lanyard gets pulled out from the switch, the engine will shut off.
Well, looks like we're all set. Let's go.
Almost. Those aren't the safest places to sit. It's time for you to take your seats.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right.
Wow, this looks
no
nice.
problem.
Thank
Sure,
you.
let's do that. Ooh.
I found something shiny in the sand.
Will you guys slow down? Gee whiz! I can barely keep up with you guys up here.
Digging up the beach for hours, cold and sick to work today.
I don't know about you, but I'm already having a lot more fun than I thought. Plus, I'm impressed. I mean, how did you learn all this stuff?
Well, taking boater education and getting certified was the first step, and paying attention to your surroundings.
Oh, well.
I plan keeping safe from those anglers. I'm a fish ninja.
This is your secret fishing spot? Let's get some lines out.
Aw, don't tell me more safety homework.
Well, kind of. It's our float plan. I left one copy with the marina and one with my older brother.
Float plan?
What's a float plan?
Well, a float plan is kind of like an insurance policy. That way, if something happens out on the water, responsible people know where, when, and what to look for.
Oh, my plan is to stay afloat on the water.
Here's some things that you'll want to include on your float plan. A clear description of your boat. Who is on board? Our safety equipment. Where and when you expect to be leaving from, going to, and returning to. Who to contact if we haven't checked in or returned within a reasonable time. And the cell phone number of someone on board.
Now that that's settled, let's start fishing.
Sounds like a good
Time
idea.
out, time out. Keep your life jackets on and sit down.
What? Oh, come on. We're settled here. We
We
don't have to
talked
wear
about
this.
this. We're really good swimmers.
Aw, don't tell me the loss is I have to wear this all the time.
Nope, I can't say that. I can only say it's smart. Smart for me and smart for you. I'll explain if you take a simple quiz.
Oh, I like quizzes.
All right, everybody, it's time to play Boating Safety 101. I'll be Zach's co-host, also known as Floppy the Fish. Let's get started, shall we?
Why don't you play along too and see if you score enough to join our boating safety squad? Question 1. If 79% of fatal boating accident victims drowned, what percent were not wearing their PFD?
Wow. 10?
No, 20-something.
25?
Ron, the real answer? 86% were not wearing their life jacket. So what's the #1 way to ensure prevention from drowning? That's right, always wearing your PFD.
Not wearing a PFD before you go out on the water would be like me going out for a swim without wearing my scales. I'd be totally naked.
So, how'd you do at home? Better luck on the next one. All right, here's an easy one. What types of vessels reported the highest percentage of deaths?
Cruise ships?
Yeah, submarines.
Submarine.
It could be, or no, like a big giant.
Ron, the real answer? Open motorboats, less than 21 feet.
Come on, no, this is just way too hard. There's way too many numbers. I can't remember all this stuff. Come on.
Whoa, Zach's dad seems to be losing it. You just gotta keep your cool, man. Learn how to go with the flow like me.
Dad, please sit down for the final question. You're rocking the boat. All right, what's the leading cause of drowning?
It's drinking too much water without breathing.
Oh, and Beth, you'd say if you went swimming 2 minutes after eating.
Ron, wait until you hear the answer. The leading cause of drowning is falling overboard, which is pretty hard to do if you're sitting down in the boat.
So wait, do we have to sit down the whole time?
Well, no, but it's best to keep 3 points of contact in the boat at all times, whether that's 2 feet and your seat, 2 feet and a hand, 2 hands and a foot. It's weird, but safe.
I'm quizzed out. Can we finally start fishing?
Sure, let's cast off. One final question for you before we break. If 70% of deaths occurred on boats where the operator didn't get boating safety instruction, yet only 20% of deaths occurred on vessels where the operator had received a nationally approved boating safety education certificate, what's the risk-reward ratio to getting certified? Get your answer ready. Your life might depend on it. We'll be right back.
Don't go away. There's more Into the Outdoors.
Find more science smarts at intotheoutdoors.org.
And now back into the outdoors.
What we catching here today?
Northern pike.
If I just stay real still, maybe they won't see me.
Oh my gosh, there's water in the boat. Was that there before? What should we do? Are we sinking?
You look worried.
Well, there's water in the boat.
First of all, that's the live well. And second of all, being prepared with the right tools, in this case, a baler, can help take some of the worry out.
I gotta give Zach credit. When it comes to boating smarts, he makes me feel, no, not dumb, more like I need to take boating ed.
Hey, I've got a boat, and I also have a friend named Ed, so I guess I'm halfway there.
If you think about it, being prepared with safety gear and a plan can make a lot of things in life safer and more enjoyable. Cool concept.
Hey, there's only sports drinks in here. I thought I could relax today.
Sorry, Dad, but there's no room for adult beverages in this boat. No sense in torturing you with another quiz. I'll give it to you straight. Alcohol use is the #1 cause of fatal boating accidents. It's a simple formula. No adult drinking equals the less chance of something bad happening out here.
The family that plays on the water together better be safe and smart together, or else.
All right, but I get the orange drink.
Give me red. Oh, clearly your dad and I are coming up short on our boater safety savvy. Sorry about that. But you're doing such a great job today. Why don't you give us a few more boating tips?
I feel like we're starting to make some real progress here. We're not moving now, but collisions with other vessels and fixed objects cause way too many accidents. The top 3 contributing factors are operator inattention, improper lookout, and operator inexperience. That's a lot of operator error.
These people should not be operating these boats unless they take boater education.
These contributing factors are followed by operator excesses, excessive speed, and excessive alcohol.
So, what are the solutions, Mr. Boater Brain?
Well, the fish aren't biting right now, so let's try showing instead of telling about navigation. Mom, you drive. Dad, you're the new lookout.
Lookout? We're all alone out here.
Oh, you'll be surprised how quickly things can change when you're out here on the water. Let's head back to the marina. If you need me, I'll be right here to help. Good job, Mom. See, if you hit this plus button, it will zoom in, and if you hit the minus button, it will zoom back out. Looks like there are other boats out here. Here's what you need to know.
When 2 power-driven vessels are in a crossing situation on a collision course, give way to the vessel to the starboard or right side. The giveaway vessel must take early and obvious action to avoid a collision by either stopping or altering course to starboard.
What happens when 2 power vessels are approaching head-on?
That's called a meeting, and both vessels should alter course to starboard to pass port side to port side.
What if I need to pass another boat?
If a safe route exists, you should always attempt to pass the boat on the starboard side.
Hey, look at all these different buoys. What do they mean?
The white buoys with 2 horizontal orange bands and an orange cross inside an orange diamond are called exclusion or keep out buoys, and they mark an area where boating is prohibited.
What about the ones with the circles?
Those are restricted operation buoys, and they mark an area with regulated operations, such as no wake.
Hey, I saw one with an orange diamond.
Those are danger or hazard buoys and alert boaters to hazards such as rocks and shoals. A buoy with an orange square is an information buoy and provides helpful information such as directions, distances, and locations, such as boat ramps. That's a beginner's lesson on buoys. But to learn more about the many types of buoys, beacons, and other aids in the Aids to Navigation system used on the majority of American waterways, you really need to sign up for boater safety in your state. There, you'll learn about navigation buoys and what they mean depending on your direction of travel from the sea or open water into a channel. And don't forget to take and check your nautical charts for where you're boating.
Hey, I think I'm getting the hang of this boating safety and knowing all the buoys.
Oh, there are plenty more buoys, but you'll get to know those once you take boater education. But for now, you're both doing great.
Hey, who's ready for lunch?
Oh, looks like we might have some extra time because it looks like there's an isolated storm heading our way. The smart thing to do is to stay on shore until it passes. Stay with us. You won't believe what Dad comes up with next.
Don't go away. There's more Into the Outdoors.
Find more science smarts at intotheoutdoors.org.
And now back into the outdoors.
Oh boy, what is Zach's dad up to now? Hey, scoot over. I want to see what's going on with this crazy guy.
Hey, you guys want to see some real power boating without all that motorboat safety stuff to worry about?
I don't think that's a good idea. Hey, Dad, how long is your canoe?
I don't know. 12, 14 feet, I suppose. Why?
Oh, it's just that we learned that most accidents by far happen on craft less than 16 feet. With the leading causes...
Whoa.
Dad?
Oh, hi. Oh, oh, whoa!
With the two leading fatal causes being capsizing and falling overboard. And not wearing a PFD.
I suppose I need to follow the same common sense when I'm using a kayak?
Absolutely. And they even make special PFDs for paddlers that combine freedom of movement with safety. Of course, the same holds true for SUPs, stand-up paddleboards. Because canoes, kayaks, and stand-up paddleboards are so lightweight and fun, they also present a few safety challenges.
Can you guess what some of these challenges are?
Well, with a kayak, less load capacity,
Less buoyant.
That's because it displaces less surface area.
less craft width to make stable in the water,
Equals increased risk of weather and waves.
Which equals an increased risk in capsizing.
well, I'm gonna avoid rough water.
Well, if you've got rough water, you probably have windy weather too, so you should probably watch out for that.
You know, I'm just going to avoid capsizing altogether.
And maybe staying closer to shore.
What else should you do when operating a canoe, kayak, or SUP?
Clearly, always wear my PFD. Use the buddy system, paddle with others. Then avoid cold weather, because, you know, hypothermia.
Also, in case you were wondering, you should still create and leave a float plan with others, even if you're paddling.
Now we're talking serious fun. Hey guys, let's try out one of these bad boys.
Oh, I'm not too sure about that idea.
Oh, come on, it'll be a blast. Now, I'll pay for the rental and even let you guys go first.
You've probably seen this before. Impulsive macho males who don't take time to consider all the risks.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it's time for another timeout.
Okay, Mr. Macho, now it's time to listen.
Okay, out of over a dozen different types of watercraft, which one accounts for the second most number of injuries each year?
I don't know.
Personal watercraft. Think about it. Would you let me take a Harley-Davidson motorcycle for a joyride to see how much fun I could have, even though I'd never been instructed on how to handle that much speed and power? That would be completely crazy, right?
I'm going so fast, I don't even have a helmet on.
Same deal with those bad boys that look like harmless fun.
So, Mr. Impulsive, what's the one thing you need to engage before you jump on one of these things or tell your kid to give it a try?
Oh.
Yeah, that's right, your brain, to consider the real risks.
Oops, looks like we're headed back out fishing. Stay with us. This adventure is far from over.
Don't go away. There's more Into the Outdoors.
Find more science smarts at intotheoutdoors.org.
And now back into the outdoors.
I bet Zach's pretty proud of his parents. Sounds like they're learning a lot about boating safety up there.
I thought we were just going fishing. I had no idea we would learn so much about boating safety.
Well, you think you've learned so much about boating safety? Let's see what you've learned.
Yeah. Let me go first.
All right, I'll start you off with an easy one. What type of watercraft pose high risks and why?
Motorboats.
Kayaks.
Canoes?
Yeah. Remember when you almost tipped over?
That was what happened.
Paddleboards?
Personal watercrafts.
Yes, because they're so fast.
Yeah, I know.
Those are both some pretty great answers, Mom and Dad.
Well, actually, you're both kind of right. The wrong type of craft in the wrong situation can cause lots of trouble.
Could you give me an example of that?
Well, we already know that canoes and kayaks are less stable, right? So you wouldn't want to take them out into rough water.
And Dad, what's the first thing you want to do when you get on a personal watercraft?
Attach the lanyard to the engine cutoff switch, and then I could ride one of those things.
Well, there's not an engine cutoff switch on a stand-up paddleboard, but I'm thinking you probably want to stay close to shore.
Yet again, another fabulous answer, Zach's mom. You also want to be sure you always have your boater safety card with you at all times.
Well, it looks like you guys know your watercraft, but what are the leading types of accidents?
Oh, I got it. The type I don't want to be in.
The leading cause of boating accidents is boat-to-boat collisions. These types of collisions are generally caused by improper lookouts and unsafe speed. So always be sure to pay close attention to both of these factors, otherwise you might end up in a dangerous situation.
Oh boy, that is going to leave a mark.
And if you wrap up all that knowledge and safety into one package, most deaths would be preventable.
Wow, I can't believe you learned all that in boater education.
Maybe we should take boater education.
Yeah, get certified.
You can get certified by taking and successfully completing an online boater education course offered in your state. Once there, you can take the test to pass your boater safety course and carry a boater education card.
And so we can all be safe and smart, sharing family fun, whether fishing or boating, you need to carry your boater ed card too. That way, everyone knows you care about yourself, your friends, and your family on the water when you head into the outdoors.
Grab your gear and let's explore as we discover the wild outdoors. Science, discovery, it's what we do. You can make our Earth a bright and better place by joining us in this wide open space. Into the outdoors.
The following organizations have provided funding for this Into the Outdoors television series.